It's a good one. There's a priest lives here, and the prostitute lives right there. They see each other every day. And so the priest, every morning, afternoon, evening, he's doing his rituals, he's doing his puja, he's offering to God, he's doing prayer, doing all the things you do when you're a good priest and a good, devotee of God, right? So the prostitute, every time she goes outside, maybe she's hanging her clothes to dry in the sun, she sees this priest because he's like out there all the time. And she keeps feeling, she's like, I want to be like that. I'm sick of this, what I have to do for a living. And, I have these 2 kids I have to take care of because the dad, I picked the wrong guy to have kids with, and now, I don't know any other trade or anything else. I got to do what I got to do. And I'm sick of the damn customers. I'm in the wrong customer service business. That's what she's thinking. She's like, God, every time I look at this priest and he's doing his rituals, I somehow my heart's touched. It's like I want that purification. I want just you in my life. That's it. I don't care anymore about the worldly things and getting ahead in life and screwing men over so that then I can have a survive better. All that. I'm done. I played it all out, and now look at me. I'm like stuck. So I want to have this holiness that it looks like this priest has. Can you help me? And so that became her mantra. That became her self-talk, self-dialogue every time she saw him. And then she'd continue to think about it even when she's doing her normal duties and doesn't see him. It started to become a working part in her mind and heart, you see. All right, now the priest, see, nobody can see this part. He's doing his rituals, he's doing all his things because he's been conditioned to do that. Somehow through family or society, he ended up in the priest role. But inside, he's trying to figure out, how can I go and see this prostitute next door without anybody seeing me? He's like, I want to, he checks her out, when he's doing his rituals. Just checks her a little bit. And then when he goes home, the fantasies start. What it would be like, have sex with her and have her do certain things to him that's not considered holy. And maybe she has some prostitute friends, and, all that stuff. I had one time, I was with 2 girls. I had that fantasy. A little digression. And it was in India. And they were village girls. And they were twin sisters. Beat that, guys. And I was kissing one, and the other one was just doing a little something, not such a big deal. And within about 2 minutes, I was done. No, not like I lost my energy. I was done in the sense that I was like, this is stupid, man. This doesn't feel intimate at all. And that cured me of that fantasy. Okay, back to the story. So the prostitute, she's like in deep devotion now. Something switched. God was using this priest as an instrument to purify this woman's mind and heart. Somehow watching him was a catalyst for her to go and do this interior reflection. And the priest just kept getting more sex crazed every day with lust, All right, so now it turned out they both died at the same time somehow. So now they're in their astral body, and they're meeting, let's say, we always talk about the devil, let's say Yama. Yama's the Hindu version of the devil, and the devil is the Christian's version of the devil. All right, same thing though. You know what the devil and Yama really are? Our own highest, you can say, version of ourselves. Especially when we're talking about like what we're talking about now, which is, you can say, Judgment Day. talking about that. If we didn't have the capacity or willingness to do this subtle introspection while we were here in this form, and we lied to ourselves and said, no, man, I don't have no defects of character, I'm good. And we didn't listen to this inner voice that's saying, you know what, you might want to check this. These little things you're thinking or these things you're doing, you might want to check this. We didn't listen to it. Then when we go and we drop this body, our higher self, because we couldn't hear it, it will manifest as an actual tangible form. So we can call that Yama or the devil or whatever. So then the priest and the prostitute are standing before this Yama, let's say Yama. The devil has so much conditioning and all this Christian dogma around it. It's like, geez. Yama, let's say Yama. Yama says, all right, servants. The servants that serve Yama, they're his helpers. He says, I want you to take the priest to hell. I want you to take the prostitute to heaven. The priest says, whoa, man, like, I think you got things turned upside down here. Like, I'm a priest. Like, I'm a priest. That's a prostitute. I mean, need I say more? Yama's like, no, we got things very straight. He says, okay, I demand to talk to God right now. God's not available. I'm available. He says, I'll explain to you, though, the situation. He says, you're doing everything right on paper. You're looking right. I mean, look, she believed you. So you did a very good acting job. That's true. She says, but he said, Yama said, in your heart, though, you weren't pure. You were harboring all these lustful thoughts and you wanted to do these things, whereas she, on an external level, looked like, okay, she's doing something that's maybe not the highest function for a human being to fulfill, but in her heart, she's 100 times more pure than you. She wanted God and was open to God showing her like what to do to construct a situation where she didn't have to keep doing what she's doing, and then she could just more easily reflect on this universal source, aka God. This is where her mind and heart was tuned. So you tell me which is greater. So then he got it. He's like, oh yeah, damn it, okay. Well, how long do I got to go to hell then? See, it's not like I just want to explain. It's not like a one for all heaven or a one for all hell. No, there's different levels. I've made a video before that hell isn't punishment, it's purification. If that priest really got the lesson when Yama's explaining it to him, maybe no need for a purification class. Maybe he can join the prostitute in heaven and they can, have a good chat. It's all about getting the lesson. It's about raising the consciousness. Now, I can't talk about this subject without, making a non-dual example. So let's say there's a non-dual. He just said all day long, all the time, nothing exists, nothing exists, nothing exists. He had a big following. He'd tell all them too, nothing exists, nothing exists. And then he dies, body dies, goes to meet Yama. And Yama said, okay, look, just one thing. You did pretty good. You didn't kill anybody, All right, but I just want you to demonstrate this attitude, this belief you have that nothing exists. There's a room here, and it's on fire. Just enter that room, 5 minutes. That's it. Just stay in there for 5 minutes, and then if you can be one with your words and say and demonstrate that nothing exists, we're good. You go to heaven forever. So then the non-dual, right, started contemplating in a way that he should have been contemplating when he was in this human form. Because you start, so then the non-dual says, okay, maybe I was, fudging the truth a little bit, okay. But, I mean, come on, we both know the essence. nothing really exists. Everything's changing and floating away and moving all the time. But the core essence is the only thing that's stable. So, of course, no actual thing exists. He says, that's all I'm saying, nothing exists. He says, yeah, but you had a big following. And you kept saying, parroting this to all these people. And some of these people, they had a nervous breakdown. They had, you know, they went into psychosis. They were bringing very intimate problems to you, mental disorders or certain life situations, and you just kept telling them it don't really exist, and they had a breakdown because of that. He says, you're gonna have to pay for that. There's some responsibility there. You helped, you know, you created that. Instead of working with the individual on the level of an individual, you just threw the whole non-dual, nothing exists blanket over everybody, and it has consequences, see? But some of us don't realize that when we're here, because we're so caught up in the fame and the attention and our own spiritual ego, we miss these things. But you can't miss them for long. And we're gonna, you know, we're gonna be forced to have self-honesty at some point. I just say it's better to get it now than later. See, we can't hide. I can hide my secrets from you. I can hide my dirt even from myself, but I can't hide it, you can say, from our highest version of ourselves. Can't do it. And that version will be a tangible form on some of these other planes for our own good. So let me know if you like this video.